When I saw the first drop of gameplay teasers was about 50 minutes, I was absolutely obsessed. You know, screaming, crying, throwing up. Then 2 days ago, we were blessed with another sneak peek into the gameplay that's 35 minutes. My heart cannot take it. Hey there, it's Theresa of erised, a cozy gaming content creator who is low-key obsessed with Harry Potter. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I may be high-key obsessed because I named my channel after the Mirror of Erised. Anyway, I digress. Welcome to day 16 of the 25 Days of Theresa Vlogmas series. Finally in single digits in the countdown to Christmas. I would love if you would subscribe for all the Hogwarts Legacy content and other cozy, comfy gaming. 85 minutes of gameplay and footage to be seen early? I cannot. So I decided to take both of those gameplays, break them down for you, and relay the overview to you so you can quickly see everything that we know currently about the game. Without further ado, let's get into the video. As many games first start out, we get to build our character. The options are endless when it comes to faces, hairstyles, skin colors, and much more. It really gives you the option to recreate yourself in the game or your alter ego. Being able to fully customize my character, even down to the hairs moving in the wind, provides attention to detail unlike any other game I've played before. You can even set the tone of your voice in the game to your liking. What? When it comes to setting the difficulty, this is in reference to the combat within the game. Story mode is geared toward non-gamers or just Harry Potter lovers. It lets you enjoy the storyline and not have to worry about the difficulty of defeating enemies. Now, once we're all set with our customizations and combat difficulty, we are ready to start the journey at Hogwarts. We have been given sneak peeks of the different common rooms, and let me tell you, I think the graphics in this game are exquisite. The makers of the game really took all of J.K. Rowling's descriptions from the books and made them come to life in these common rooms. I love being able to compare what I imagined the spaces to look like to what the game creators came up with. Each common room and dormitory fits the houses so well. I just absolutely love it. Next, let's take a look at the user interface that is consistently on the screen while in gameplay. This is important for you to learn now, so when the game is released, you'll be one step ahead of everyone else. First is the mini-map that gives you an overhead view of where your character is in Hogwarts or the surrounding grounds. The good thing about the map is that it can be hidden, as some players really don't like the look or use mini-maps as much as others. To the right of the mini-map is going to be what I like to think of as your inventory or tool wheel. This is where different items that you brew, craft, or grow will be held to help you with different quests and tasks. Moving to the right side of the page, we have a green health bar, which does exactly what it says. It alerts you of your health. Above the health bar is the ancient magic bar, but we'll get to that later when we talk about combat. The 4 squares that make up the diamond are your spottable spells. As told to us in the gameplay overview, there are over 20 spells that are being kept secret at this point, but from what I can tell, these slots are going to be customizable and you will decide which spell to put where. I love that we have the option to customize the spell wheel because depending on the combat or the situation we're in, we will be able to plan accordingly to help with our gameplay. Throughout the castle, there will be hidden guide pages in which you use the spell Revelio to reveal what they are. When you find them, you will get XP, and it also unlocks a field guide challenge. This is given to us by the professors at Hogwarts to help us catch up on curriculum because we are starting as late 5th years. The Wizard's Field Guide is located in the pause menu of the game, and essentially what it does with its magical capabilities is find you opportunities around to enhance your skills and grow knowledge to become the best student you can. Within the field guide, there are challenges, as I mentioned earlier, that have specific categories, and those categories are combat, quests, exploration, field guide pages, and room of requirement. One thing that is going to be a huge advantage for players is the Floo Flame locations, which in other terms would be fast travel to different spots within the castle and outside world. When it comes to house points, they will not have a major role in the game, but I think I'm okay with that. There are so many moving parts in the game from what I can tell already, and sometimes when there are too many things that I have to keep track of, I lose focus. It's true. I do love the style of the hourglasses, and it will be amazing seeing them every time I enter the Great Hall. By the way, I'm kind of upset that we didn't see the Great Hall in this sneak peek, but I also appreciate that we didn't see it because that is a great spoiler to keep hidden. One thing I have come to realize is that we are dealing with magic. We need to keep our eyes peeled at all times. Seen here is a floating field guide page, and honestly, I probably would have missed it if I was playing the game by myself. I know, it's sad, but it's true. Another thing you want to keep in mind is to interact with other students. It's a great way to get quests, clues, and upon completion, you'll receive rewards. Once a quest is opened or received, it gets tracked on the screen to help you know what to do. I love having the quest on screen to simply glance and review what needs to be done. This optimizes gameplay and saves time rather than going through menus to find the quest details. One thing I am curious about is if we had the option to deny a quest. In the gameplay here, they chose to accept both of the quests, but I would like to know if denial is an option. I do, however, love that we can have multiple quests going on at once. All right, we thought we would go to Hogwarts and not attend classes? Well, we were wrong. In order to advance in spells, accumulate tools, and further gameplay, we must attend classes. Okay, if you're going to pay attention to anything in this video, I beg that you pay attention here. This is all about combat and actually dueling the NPCs. There's a lot of stuff going on all at once, and it will be in all of our best interests if we learn this now before the game is released. Many of us are used to combat in video games being war zones and battlefields. But in Hogwarts Legacy, it's going to look a little different. And with that being said, all combat is going to be happening with a wand. Yep, we will be utilizing spells to defeat our enemies. I am so excited for this fresh aspect of the game and can't wait to get into some duels. When it comes to slottable spells, hitting R2 on the PlayStation controller throws out a basic attack for shot. If you want to choose a specific cell, what you need to do is hold down R2, then the controls expand and you hit the corresponding spell that you want to use. When dueling, you may be up against more than one opponent. When you are focused on an enemy, typically they will be in the middle of the screen with their name at the top, and their bar of health will be shown to let you know how far away you are from defeating them. The blue meter, as we discussed earlier, is your ancient magic meter. The more combinations of spells you use, the higher the meter goes. Then you can use the energy against your opponents. Potions you brew and plants you grow in the Room of Requirement can be brought to battle to help enhance your gameplay. This is important if you want to defeat your opponents. One important potion to remember is the Focus Potion that makes your cooldowns faster, especially after using the Avada Kedavra spell. This spell has an extremely long cooldown because it is an instant kill. You may be thinking, what does cooldown mean? Well, if you see your spells that are slotted on the bottom right of the screen, then you use one, it empties of liquid. Once it refills with the liquid, it is ready to be used again and is out of the cooldown stage. Using potions can help increase your cooldown speed. When an enemy is going to cast an attack spell, a golden halo will appear around your character's head. And when you see that, as soon as possible, you want to, by default, hit the triangle button on the controller to deflect the spell and not lose any health. If you bought the deluxe edition, then you will have access to the Dark Arts Arena that is located in the Forbidden Forest. Using the arena helps you to gain skills, using spells, earn rewards, and you are preloaded with different spells. Being able to use these spells here, it gives you a taste of the dark arts and see what path in the game you would like to take. Next up, let's talk about flying. Yes, we will have broomsticks and can use them for transportation, which is amazing. It reminds me of fast travel, but make it more fun. When on your broomstick, you will see a yellow meter on the bottom right of your screen. That shows how far you can go at max speed. Once the meter empties, you will go much slower and have to give it time to refill to fly at high speeds again. All right, just when I thought this game couldn't get any better, we are introduced to the Room of Requirement, which is your personalizable space. What? We get to decorate? Crafting in Hogwarts Legacy is called conjurations, and the way to get these are by shopping in Hogsmeade and potentially being rewarded them during gameplay. Everything is customizable from colors to sizes, and my jaw is on the floor. This is epic. In the Room of Requirement, you will be awarded a loom, and this will take your clothing to upgrade your gear. It can help you have different defenses and offenses with different spells. The ingredients that you use to upgrade on the loom are from your magical beasts, which are also located in the Room of Requirement. In order to take care of your beasts, you need to feed and pet them to make them feel safe, happy, and then they will give you their ingredients that you need for upgrading your gear. Don't forget that you can personalize the name of your beasts. It really feels like the developers thought of everything when creating this open world RPG. Being blessed with over 55 minutes of gameplay is amazing, and honestly, I learned so much about combat and the wizarding world already. This information is going to come in handy when the game is first released. Give this video a thumbs up if you are excited for the release, and make sure to subscribe for all cozy gaming, especially Hogwarts Legacy tips, tricks, news, and future gameplay. Thanks so much for watching. This is Theresa signing off. Bye!